What's on Your Mind is sponsored by ACMC 339 Dudley Road, New Star Radio 98.7 FM, Breakthrough Studios, and Reggae Jam.
Is the COVID-19 pandemic affecting your business or your livelihood? Or are you struggling to pay your pending and current bills? Then you must listen very carefully. Premium advertising will expose your business to thousands of people instantly by using both digital and terrestrial radio and a wide range of social media platforms to get your business out there and start making money. It is that simple, so don't delay. Contact us to advertise your business on New Star Radio 98.7 FM, www.newstarradio.co.uk, and all multiple social media platforms. A highly trained digital marketing team will create a bespoke digital marketing strategy tailored to get your business up and running and making money in no time. Don't delay, call us today. Our team is standing by. 07584197380. WhatsApp us on 07872443765 or email us at newstarradiolive@yahoo.com.
Hi there. Good afternoon. Welcome to another program in the series of What's on Your Mind. I am Carl. The program is produced by breakthroughtv@gmail.com. So how you doing? It's another week. We are back here. Don't forget, this is a live stream. And I want to say a big shout out to all you guys who is on Facebook. Let me say thank you for joining us. Yeah. So how's your week been? Mine's not too bad. It's going okay. You know what I mean? Not too bad. And I get to be here doing what I love to do. We get to do what we actually love to do here. As I say, it's one of them weeks. Weather's not too bad today. There's been a bit of rain, you know. It's quite, well, I could say my hay fever is sort of playing me up today, but it's not too bad, you know what I mean? So we say it's one of those one. This time of year that is actually happening. Don't forget, as I say, to like, share, and subscribe. Got a few things I want to talk about this week, you know what I mean? Got to look at a few things that's happening in the headlines, you know what I mean? Go look at sports, go to entertainment, and then I have my rant. My rant this week is actually very, very interesting, you know what I mean? And it's just how it goes sometimes, you know what I mean? Let's say once again, thank you for tuning in to Breakthrough TV. And it's the second anniversary of George Floyd's death. Yes. And nothing has changed. A lot of people say nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We haven't seen any significant changing. You know what I mean? Since George Floyd was actually murdered. You know what I mean? And we hope sooner or later the president is going to sign that bill. You know what I mean? President Joe Biden, for us to see some change. But I say the change hasn't been great. There hasn't been a lot of change. You know what I mean? As I say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So what have you been doing this week? let us know what you've been doing and how things has been. You know what I mean? That says I've been chilling out this week. I've been doing a lot of work and what I have to do generally. Most of the things I have to do, and it's been all good. You know what I mean? What is a big shout out to Sister Marcia Anderson, who was actually here last week. I know she have a lovely time, but you can go back and watch that program. It's actually program 56. So you should also go back and watch all the programs that we have done from the very, very first one. As I say, we're up to like 57 this one is. So we've done 52, which was a week, 52 weeks. And then we went to 56, and this one is actually 57. But you can go right back to all those shows, and they're still there. And YouTube, just go to YouTube, Breakthrough TV, and you'll actually see us there, which is absolutely marvelous. And there's also quite a few interesting programs we've done there. You know what I mean? A lot of our programs are very interesting, but there's quite a few interesting programs. We've done one with Sister Mona Dodd. Sister Mona Dodd is actually the daughter of Sir Clement Coxon Dodd, and that was actually a fantastic interview we actually did. You know what I mean? And she took the time out to sort of come and chat with us. That is also a very, very good interview we had with her. You know what I mean? Also did one with the wonderful Shazzy D. Shazzy D actually came into the studio, and we had a marvelous chat with her. You know what I mean? Big shout out to the legends, Gate Crash and all that. It's a big shout out to you. I know they got things coming up as well. You know what I mean? Also, I talked to Sister Conita Taylor. Conita Taylor was actually marvelous, you know what I mean? And she's a wonderful lady, and she'll be coming back into our studio very, very soon, you know what I mean? And we're gonna have a fantastic show, as you know I always have. I always have a great time when I actually do this program. It's the story of my life. I want to say a big shout out to all you guys from Canada, way up there, who actually tune into the program. You know what I mean? I don't know what the weather is like in Canada. I have been seeing a couple of things on Facebook, and a lot of things are growing in Canada. It's gardening season. Then again, most of the world where you're living in the warmer climate. I know Canada is not very warm at times, but when it's summer, you know what I mean? It's beautiful up there. So let me say thank you for tuning in. Now, let me move on to my stories. Yeah, as you know, the big one is where the primary school shooting. 21 people died. Yeah, in Texas, and 19 of them were children, which is absolutely disgusting, and actually it's terrible. And there's been a lot of people having a lot to say about that, you know what I mean? And it's this 18-year-old who carried this attack, he had a semi-automatic AR-15 rifle, and he carried out the attack on such young, innocent people, you know what I mean? Joe Biden has said, when are we going to stand up to the gun lobby? And that makes a lot of sense what Joe Biden is saying. And he should actually stand up to the gun lobby. I got to tell you as well, 19 weeks on in the year, yeah, 198 mass murder has took place in America. Yeah. And America seems to love their guns. It's time to make a change, guys, because we see this week. I mean, on average, we see it probably about every 2 weeks. You know, monthly. So we got to say some monthly thing. There was one last week. You know what I mean? So it doesn't seem to change. We hope things will change there very soon. Yeah. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My next program is Sky News. U.S. will defend Taiwan if China attacks. Joe Biden has said this in a speech when he met with quite a few leaders in Tokyo, and he says if China attack with, you know, weapons, he will actually use military intervention and to combat the situation. And we see we are going into that sort of thing again, and we don't know what's happening. The war. There's a tense situation with the war, and I don't want to be the prophet of doom. There's a tense situation as well. And I got to say as well, the legendary, or the doctor, I got to say legendary because he was well known across the world. The doctor, we call him Dr. Henry Kissinger has said, and he's told a global conference that Ukraine needs to actually give back territory to Russia to stop the war, so the peace can be sorted. And that's the only guy actually here. And this you gotta bear in mind, this guy was like a top guy in the American, you know what I mean? I think he was the Secretary of State. He's the only guy I've actually said come out and say something like that, you know what I mean? Whereas he says Ukraine need to give back the territory that they actually took from Russia and to stop the war so we can have some peace. So the whole thing won't affect the rest of the world, and that won't affect the rest of the world. That is actually coming from him, you know what I mean? That's what he has to say, you know. But one of them ones, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me move on. Now, the Washington Post has actually carried out a poll, and they found that 75% of African Americans are worried about being attacked or being murdered. Yeah. 43% very, very worried. 33% are somewhat worried. And this is on the back of the Buffalo killing, murder that we saw last week in America. And I said they did the poll, and I said those are the results that the Washington actually Post have actually found. So we are living in a serious time. Yeah, as I say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the program. Now, my next story. Now, let me go home. Across the sea. Jamaica Observer. Kingston, Jamaica. Dancehall artist Chopper Banks was gunned down in a confrontation with police officers. Also, one of the most wanted men in St. Anne's, was also killed. His name is Manton Brown, goes by the name of Banton. He was also killed. Also, police were actually injured in that confrontation in Jamaica. And that happens actually over the weekend. And we still, the crime rate still moves up in Jamaica. Also, I want to go to the next story as well in Jamaica. A woman was shot dead as she comes to bury her relative in St. Catherine. Yeah. And there has been like 8 other people that has been actually murdered. And that sort of thing is happening. I've got to tell you this as well. And I've come across something that was very, very interesting. And it's on the back of where is actually a couple of people was actually saying the fact that this is on politics news, politics news. And politics news did some research. And politics news actually said that basically what had happened, one of the gang members who was involved in this crime, there was 2 different gang members in St. Catherine. And one of the gang members was actually, who was involved in this gang, 2 rival gang. One actually went to the United States for many, many years to live with his mother. And his mother was in the United States. Now, and he went a long time ago. Now time has passed. Time passed and all the rest of it had happened. Yeah. And while time had passed, you think everything would have changed. However, it didn't change. The mother came back to bury her member of the family. And basically what happens, they murdered the mother. So they hadn't forgive. And they had to move on to realize time didn't change the situation. And it's just one of those ones that makes you think, my days, we see this still happening, in such a thing. And such violence still going on. They literally had the revenge to take it for so long, which is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It has taken so long for, not for forgiving. So that's why this lady who came to bury her relative was actually murdered. And we have to say big, big condolence to the family on all that. Now, I got to tell you, I always laugh. I'm a laughead, really. I got to introduce my guest. I have a guest in the studio today. No, I'm not my own. I've got a wonderful guest with me. The wonderful Haile Bread. How you doing, Haile Bread?
Respect, Mr. C.
How you doing? Give me the punch.
Yeah, man, make that for there,
Good to have you in the studio.
What you mean, man?
How are you?
Why? If we give thanks for life, every day is a blessing.
Every day is a blessing.
Yeah, and we're there for see it.
Yeah.
You see what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you been up to?
Why, I will little things, We try to keep things moving, because the year, by the quint it done. You understand?
I like that, why the quint is done.
Yeah, see, wait. Boy, next week of June.
I know, it's going so quick, it has gone so quick.
Yeah, and we have some plans down at Barry Island.
I know you got some show coming up,
yeah,
yes?
London, Birmingham.
Yeah.
Boy, we try to keep the thing active. You
Yes,
see what I say? Yeah,
yes.
because no better than the Jan shop.
That's right. That's great. Yes. Good, dude. Welcome back to the studio.
Man, God knows.
Thank you for taking time to, because I know you're so busy. Thank you for taking the time out.
Why, Jano? You see, come in here and, reason with you. As I say, yeah, for me, I find the time, I'm going to do this. You see what I say? Because, Jano.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'm going to don't forget, we have one of your songs later.
No, not wrong, man. Everything's strong.
Let's have a couple of vocals later, a couple of your tunes later, right?
Yeah, man,
or one of your tunes later. Let me hear your voice.
Not wrong, man. Touch a thing for you. What me say? What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
A lot of people actually love that song.
Yeah,
I've had a great feedback of that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it for you, because when we listen to this program, I said to myself, it's a great work you're doing, and music is a part of the culture and the vibration, and find the positive word, just the word they say, what's on your mind? Yeah. There's so much things to say right now. I
know, fantastic.
And me, you touch upon some issues down a yard, and boy, it's a whole heap of things happening. Yeah, definitely.
We gotta go. Let me move on. Let me move on. Now, let me move on. Yeah, right. So anyway, let me go back to my next thing that's actually happening on my story. Now, 2 persons rushed to hospital And the big accident happens on Constant Spring Road. And this was Sunday. And it says they blame speed for this actually massive accident. And if you look at that picture, this looks like a very, very terrible accident that's actually happening, you know what I mean, in Constant Spring Road. I don't know why everybody's driving so fast these days or what is happening. Or everybody's in a rush. Sign of the times, I guess it's sign of the times, you know what I mean? And it's just one of them ones that you don't never know what's happening, you know what I mean? So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, this is a very, very tough one because the family are still seeking justice. Now, Dejan Reed was murdered. You check my screen out. Dejan Reed was murdered. And as you can see, he's been chased down by someone. Yeah, he's been chased by someone. And basically, man, this person who chased Dejan Reed got done for manslaughter. Dejan Reed was a child. The person is 15-year-old. Dejan Reed was 14. And you can see on our screen, he's been chased. These are his last final moments. He's been chased by a knife. The police has released this photograph. This photograph hasn't come up with. This is what the police have actually received. Sorry, this is what the police has after. I'm already emotional about this. I'm trying not to be emotional about it. I say when you're reporting, you should be emotional. But this is what the police have actually released of his last moments. And I got to tell you, 5 people were found not guilty. The perpetrator, the murderer, got 6.5 years. Yeah, he will come out in no time. So, the 6.5 years is what you say is a slap on the wrist. His parents and his family are still seeking justice. And all I can say, we hope that they will get some justice. This happened in Birmingham. This happened in Birmingham College Road, King Standing. And it was a terrible act, you know what I mean? And I say, there has to be other people that was involved in it, because I can't see this long man alone chasing one person. There had to be other people involved with it. I think I talk about this in a show I did with Sister Effrey as well. There had to be other people, you know what I mean, involved in this. And as I say, you can see he has been chased and murdered. And the criminal, I have to say, got a slap on the wrist. Breadback, talk to me.
Right, Ash, my brother. You know, I don't. When you look at these things, whenever things happen, even I look on the news, and I say, boy, so you picnic them shoot up in a school in America and all these things.
We talk about that at the start of the show.
Can you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, these things, it come like, say, boy, what kind of world are we living?
I know.
You understand?
I know.
And then, you see, them pointing the guns and the knives them in the wrong direction. You understand?
Yeah.
Because, you know, why? It's hurtful. It is
hurtful.
You know, sometimes you can't find the right word.
No, you can't, because even sometimes myself, as you can see, sometimes it can be very. You're not supposed to get emotional when you're broadcasting.
No,
you know what I mean?
no.
As you can see, it can be something. Man, I've seen a lot of people get emotional about this, even on the other networks.
When you attack, I listen to the news and the woman I read something about the pitney them, and you could hear it in her voice.
Yeah.
The innocent, they could pitney them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, boy, I might tell you.
Yeah. Anyway, that's coming up in my run, so I'm going to drag you back into that. Now, let's move on to sports. Now, I got to tell you, the Birmingham Alexander Stadium, where the Commonwealth is being held, is up and running because Dina Asashimit actually wins there on Saturday. She wins the Diamond League in the 100-meter. I gotta say, she also beat Sharika Johnson of Jamaica. Sharika came second, you know what I mean, in that race. But as I say, the Olympic Stadium, what I'm talking about, Olympics, the Commonwealth Stadium, and Alexander Birmingham Perry Bar is actually open. So there you go. Now, a lot of you guys gonna be there. Also, the Jamaican 110 meters hurdler, Parchment, was also won in that race at the same meeting, which was actually fantastic, you know what I mean? So we say big congratulations to you guys. You were testing out the track and see what it's like. I gotta tell you, I gotta go down there soon and test out the track myself. Because believe it or not, I do run. What? I won't be able to run as fast as those guys, you understand? But I do run, yeah? Let me move on to entertainment. Fantastic, fantastic entertainment. Now, entertainment. Now, Tanya Stevenson's new singer is focusing on gender-based violence. Diamond in the Sun is actually her track. Also featured Sidella Marley. She's also on the track. And also Diane King is also on that track. You know what I mean? So look at, I'm not plugging the track, but look at it. And it says it focuses on gender violence. You know what I mean? And we know gender violence is like a terrible thing. So it's good to see she's actually focusing on that. Now, the next stories I want to tell you about is the legendary, because I know you would know this. I'm not asking if you ever met this man. The legendary Tabby Diamond. His funeral was on Friday, and a lot of people actually turned out to his funeral. And Josie Wells,
Yes, man.
Josie Wells, and they sing the classic Mighty Diamond song, "Have Served Mercy."
That's right.
On me, right back, because I know you.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Tabby Diamond?
You know what I say? Maybe him and Owen Bird one at a time,
Yeah.
still, you know. And you see, them bread are some humble bread in them.
Yeah.
And all right, me even there at Jamaica, Gussie Clark studio.
Yeah, Gussie Clark studio.
Yeah, mixing lab.
I know.
And they was doing some work down there, so I meet them down there the same time. Yeah.
Fantastic. And it's such a shame, actually, what actually happened to Tabby, you know what I mean? It's just,
Why,
it's,
Jano,
you just don't know what's going on
Yeah,
there.
them say what drop off a head, drop on shoulder. And,
I haven't heard that one for years.
yeah, and they say they can't catch Quacker, so they catch him shot. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
So sometimes things end up in a way where, you know, all the time people say you have to really look and stop and check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just have to be the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah.
And the tune, I mean, a lot of people don't realize the right time, you know, that's right, right time. That right time is a pioneer of a tune.
Of course.
Because of the drumming that Side Dunbar done.
Yes,
I mean, it's a pioneer of a tune, and that was like the tune that actually pioneered that sort of rhythm.
Yes,
what we call, sometimes we call it the rim shot and the rhythm, or you know, the way it plays the rim shot and the drums, you know what I mean? That sort of rhythm. And when Dunbar actually played that, a lot of people think it was actually electronic.
Yeah,
but it was a human vibe that was put in there. And so that tune went big, and it was a pioneer of a tune.
Sweet.
And he was the lead singer on that setting.
Yes,
Tabby
man.
Diamond.
From them
The
time,
right time.
it set a thing at Jamaica. You know, roof overhead. You know, them kind of tune. They have some mercy.
Yeah.
You know.
Have some mercy on me. Yeah.
Yeah, and boy, Jano.
You know. I know.
Words can't express every little thing, but Jano, his work is completed, and you understand.
Yeah.
He leave the message with I where we can, you know.
Go to a higher level.
Yes, all I makes to it.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
And we can still learn and
Of
be
course.
influenced by it.
Yes, because the music I teach, same way.
Same way. Yeah.
Yeah, it a teach.
Fantastic. And we say once again, big condolence to the family and massive respect, we'd like to say, you know what I mean? Now, let me move on. Now, completely different thing I'm going to talk about. Still entertainment, but completely thing. Now, Beanie Man,
Yeah.
the dancehall king. Beanie Man was on the stage in Kingston over the weekend, and he wouldn't come off stage. He has to be escorted off stage by the police because me a bad man, you know. He has done it. I shouldn't laugh. Let me get serious. He has done his time, and he wouldn't come off the stage. And he's still, you know, if you're on stage, you're set a lot of time, right? Yeah. And he carry on, and they have to escort him off the stage. I tell him to come off the stage, and he say, "Me now come off, I'm a bad man." And you know who he was holding up? He was holding one of my favorite artists as well, Sizzla Kalonji. What can you say? I said, "What's Sizzla just gone?" But they shoot him out and Mama and Shiloh. Oh gosh! I said, "What's Sizzla?" When I say homeland, Mama and Child, you know. And he just said just one of them was it. So that was the big thing that was actually coming out of that over the weekend, yeah.
Sometimes I'm on the pan stage and it's sweet. I mean, you really want to come
I know,
out.
I know. I think we all have that. I think
And then no, when him says, she's like, I'll come next time, I say, boy, he want like a half hour more.
have you ever seen Caesar?
Yes, man.
We see, because he used to come to the UK quite a lot, didn't he?
Yeah, man.
Probably like back in the day, you know what I mean? Probably some, 90s.
Yes, because Exterminator.
Exterminator, yeah.
He come with Fatis them and Sizzler and Luciano the first
Luciano.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, down Aston, down the Leisure Centre.
Leisure Centre,
yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. And I say he's done quite a couple of shows as well. And Luciano's come quite a lot, you know. I think Luciano is still in the UK now, isn't he?
Yes, I'm still about, you know, because I was at the World Clash the other day and you know, he was handing out the awards, them, you know, to Tony Mataran and Radigan and, you know.
How was that?
Why, that was a real drama.
Serious?
Yeah, because, you know, the Sound Clash, me there, the Sound Clash, and John will say, well, I say, well, you know, I'll buy a ticket and listen to these big tune them, where them I go crazy about and all them something there. And, boy, John, I did expect more from a virgin them, observer them, you know, but according to your selection and the people them response, when the crowd say you have to go, you got to go. You understand?
Yeah.
And why am I telling you the African man there, him draw some tune.
Who's that?
Dynamics.
Yes,
man, him draw some tune, but I may say, yo, Square Red, Code Red, rather. Yeah. Yeah, them have the code for the night. Yeah, them really entertain the people, them. Yeah, and that is what you see, when you go to clash and you deal with these things, you have to know how to represent your tune them and deal with the audience.
Yeah.
You can't just play a tune and feel like say I go get a forward. You not get no forward, that boo you go get. You understand? So one of them things there, but it was a good night still. You know, I can't complain still, you know.
Marvelous, yeah. I gotta say I haven't been to one of those for quite some time. But don't forget we had in the lockdown, so that wasn't that anyway.
Well, you see, why me go this, because them say the last clash. I'm say wait, you know, say the whole of the clash them, I never really go pre, where I go on. But when I see where I go on, I say to myself, yeah, you know something, a nice vibe still.
That's great.
You understand? Who come for here? Yo, me some big tune them, man.
Yeah.
And a whole heap of UK special too.
All right.
You understand?
That's
so it assure you say.
That's good.
Yeah, you know, it thing nice.
Marvelous. Right, guys, fantastic. Thank you for the feedback, back. My rant. I've reached my rant. Now, Raheem Bailey, an 11-year-old, was alleged beaten by a group of children at school. His mother says, or his mother claimed, since he started the school, he has been racially abused. This time he was beaten. He tried to get away. He jumped over, tried to get into a fence, climbed over the fence, got his finger cut, got so badly they had to amputate his finger. This happened in Wales. Yes. Now, what's happening at school? In these times, 2022, yes, 2022. What are these children learning? Because, okay, we have the fuddy-duddy, what I call the fuddy-duddy, who's years ahead of me, who have them racial hang-ups, and you can't change them. Some of them you can't change, and some of them you can't change. Some of them it's ingrown, and you're not going to change that anyway. Yeah. But when you look at young kids now going to school, and they're racially abusing the youngster exactly like them. What is going on? What is going on? Did Marvin Gaye say that? What is going on? As I say, what are they learning in school? What are their parents having to say about this? Yes. The school has been closed. And why have the school has been closed? Based on health and safety. Yes. We need our children to be protected when they go to school. We protect them from other things. When they go to school, we still need them to be protected from racial bullying and racial harassment and all of that sort of thing. It shouldn't be going on anymore. We are different. Those guys are a different generation. They should have been learning from they go to school. I also think you need to teach some African heritage and African Caribbean heritage in school, so both sides can understand. Whoever side is gonna be racial abuse or racial whatever harassment or racial bullying. We see the school over the years try to stamp out some form of bullying. Yes. We should also see, school should also try and stamp out racial bullying. This is an 11-year-old, you know what I mean? He's lost his finger. I gotta say, this happens, a big news, it was breaking over the weekend. And I gotta say, a lot of people has come out and supported this young man, you know what I mean? A lot of people has raised funds for him to have his finger and his hand be mended, or his, has the operation and help him, and so he gets better. And have even the boxer, the fantastic boxer, has actually helped him to Joshua has actually helped him and encouraged him to go on better. But I said, what is going on when a 11-year-old boy is being racially abused and racially harassed? You know what I mean? And he has to run. What are the other children? I still gotta say that to myself. What are the other children that's so young? My producer don't like when me say we're so young. But what are the other children doing at that sort of age to be racially bullying somebody in a time like now?
Well, you see how me look on it?
Yes.
It's a different generation now. And the principles where I said from school them change in a lot of kind of way. And you see when I learn look something you see I go on.
Mm-hmm.
A little youth, I fight the next youth. Like a next one quick for just take out him phone quick and just video him.
Yes, I'll put it somewhere else.
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to get so many views. Yes.
Yeah, and these kind of things.
I see the point.
So, you see the youth, them now, why, how am I put it? The youth, them...
They don't care about each other.
No. And remember, say the generation, favorite generation is different because we go through a different struggle.
Yes.
Now, them get kind of things free up to them. You know, they're taking advantage in a certain way.
I understand that.
Because you can't put a slap on them wrist and this and that. And when they go to school, them can't school them neither. Right? Yeah. And discipline doesn't mean to say you have to physically hurt anybody
no,
and them
not.
kind of something.
Of course not.
But there have to be some restrictions and some regulations.
Yes. And
the school them out of order. Over yes, sir. Even in America, we're guns and all these things. So it assure you, if I know knife I go to school, I gonna go to school. Yeah, and these kind of things, so...
when we was going to school, we couldn't take a knife to school.
No, sir.
Never mind gun, because we didn't know about gun, innit? No. The only place we used to see gun is in westerns.
Well, the only gun we used to see is potato gun, a water gun.
Yeah, I remember I had a water gun, yes.
Yes, man. But as we said to you, a man get a little pellet gun, and he say,
stick it off. I remember, it's funny you're talking about gun. I used to actually make one out of a piece of wood. Like how you could make gig?
Yes.
You could make gig out of wood? I used to make my gig out of wood, which was a toy. I also used to make my gun out of like a piece of cassava wood.
All right, this is what you said yesterday now.
Yes.
Where we there, Jamaica? Oh, a fishing gun we make out of board and line it up and whoop, rub up on it.
Yeah.
And we shoot fish.
That's
so, you understand?
Yes, yeah. It's one of those terrible things, and I hope the school is able to sort out this, and I think probably the government actually needs to step in and see what is going on here. Why this sort of thing keeps happening, and allow it doesn't happen again. Such an innocent, some fantastic little young man, and he will have a scar on him for the rest of his life. He's gonna need a lot of treatment. He's gonna need a lot of help and a lot of confidence building. So I do hope that will actually be sorted out very, very soon. Because we need things started soon. We can't keep waiting and waiting and waiting. We wait too long. Sorry. Eddie, wait too long. You know, he's waiting. You know, I mean, wait is too long. Yeah.
Some changes have to
Yeah,
happen,
something
man.
change. It has to be made. Yeah. Now my next story is actually going on. This actually gonna on the back of this as well, because now youth clubs and youth centers, a lot of them are closed down. Yes, a lot of people in the community has said a lot of these youth centers need to be opened up back for the youths can go to learn different things, to stay away from violence. And they say because all of the youth clubs has been closed down, the risk of violence is still there. So we need our youth clubs back. We need all these sort of thing back so the youth can, you see, if you out there, and I never need a youth club because I was already disciplined from I was born, because I had that sort of family. I know as I'm talking about myself. My family wasn't strict on me. I wasn't bullied. I wasn't battered. I wasn't harassed. But my family had strict discipline, and your family had strict discipline that we all had to follow.
For real.
So I never needed a youth club. Nowhere needed a youth club. But there's actually, we're not all the same, yeah? So other people actually need you, or other children or different people actually need youth club. So I think this actually helps the youth them to go and learn something, whether it be table tennis, whether it be music, could have a good music. Socializing, you know what I mean?
You see, in a few time, youth club was a big thing,
Yeah.
Because in a community where you have so much different people, them and so.
Yeah.
And we used to go to Canterbury Youth Club.
Okay.
We used to go to Newtown Youth Club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, you have so much different clubs them in the week and so and so. We have sound system. We go, I play fan yes or today, so and I go wrong. And you meet people in the city. That is why, we've been knowing one another, people, whether them live over so.
Yeah. Social, as you said, socialize.
But as you said, they know. You see the youth club, they know. Them bringing the youth club, them no.
Yeah.
Right? And it's a lot of work. Because the youth, them know, if you check it, them in a cyberspace. Right? Them prefer stay a yard and depend them PlayStation.
That's right, yes.
And whatsoever.
Yeah, or playing games and all the rest of it.
So, when we did go to play table tennis,
we play table tennis.
Pool, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Them,
and from there we all learn to like lift weights or do up in the gym or helping our body as well. I mean,
dancing. We used to have dancing competition,
exactly,
and all these kind of things when we go to youth club.
Yeah.
So the youth them now, boy. That's why I see even the football, like a football club and all these. It's good.
Yeah.
Because if you don't instill something for them young,
so they can learn these things. Yeah. Marvelous.
You can't bend the tree when it's old.
That's right. I know. Right, back. I know what you're going to tell me. What's on your mind?
What's on my mind?
Because it was a thing that you actually said me what was going on.
What's on my mind? What's on my mind? Boy, something in this. Imagine.
Yeah.
In the 22. You sure 22?
2022.
22. All right. Yeah. You know, the world I go through its crisis and this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you follow some people them, right,
Mm-hmm.
and how them want to dictate and run things.
Okay.
It's like you're still in slavery.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because these people there know they want to have you for sale. Like they can buy you and sell you and them something there. So, some changes happening and changes happening every day in the earth.
Yeah.
But some is feel worse
than others.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And certain things,
Yeah.
it's gonna bring certain revolution too.
Yeah.
Because people gonna fight for them rights. You understand? And you see, we are going to Ukraine and people. So, I say at end time, last days, wars, rumors of war, famine, it's coming.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, people, everything I go up.
Nothing's, yeah, of course.
All right. Me give a piece of my song.
Okay.
More money, I where the people them want. More money, I where me brethren want. More money, I where me sister want. Lego the cash we no wanna mash. House price gone up. Room for rent gone up. Clothes price gone up. Phone price gone up. Air flights gone up. And everything I step up. And the money for the food, man, just not enough. Boy, I tell you, people, it a go get rougher yet. More money, how where the people them want. More money, how where the youth them want. More money, how where the world them want. Sure, let up the cash we no wanna mash. Yeah, man,
Marvelous.
yeah, everybody for eat.
Yes, everybody for it. And then, as I said, the situation is not getting any better.
And the government, a party night, and nobody singing. You like a piece. Say, look how long, and me say, look how long. The government, man, him a tax everyone. Far too long, and me say, far too long. Them that little thing they cost, be a bangarang. Everything get corrupt.
Yeah.
Chop me not again no more.
Thank you for that.
Yes, man.
Respect.
Yes, man.
Yes. So as I say, it's one of the ones like we don't know where we go with this
It's just like the man where they are number 10.
Yes. Mr. So we call him Mr. Party Gate.
Well, all right. Them a party all know.
Yes. You know what I mean? It's
one for the left and one for the right.
It's party out there. It's one of those sort of crazy things that you just don't.
And then you have some people them they know who say they might lead the World Health Organization. Them don't know nothing about health. I get rid of them or I get rid of people.
Yeah.
So you have to know what kind of world we living in.
But what kind of world are we living in?
Why the world? Nothing wrong with the world, you know.
There's the people in it.
It's just some people.
Some of the people in it.
Some of the people, not all of them.
I got a song that I actually love play achieve with Jamel. And it's nothing wrong with the world, it's just the people in it.
Well, me sing about it too. See something.
Yes.
But when we say is time dangerous, right? And get to live in it, it's serious. It's not the world, it's just the people.
Yeah.
On the first and the second and the third and the fourth generations.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it's from the buying and the selling of human cargo, leave I and I in this situation. Yeah.
It is
dangerous.
It is a danger effect. And sometimes when you say this to people, they think, you know what I mean? They're not clicking in to see what's going on. They're not clicking in, or that call not clicking in. Or is it just because of ignorance or whatever?
Well, some people, they can run from reality for a minute.
Yes.
But you see, when the shoes fit them, and then buck them too, them say, Lord.
It hurts.
I never did believe it,
It hurts.
But them feel it now.
It
you know what I
hurts,
mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
That's how it, that's how it is.
Yeah, who feels it knows it.
Right there, sir. Right there, sir.
It becomes a case of who feels it knows it.
Yes, man.
Yes. And I say, I know you got a couple of shows, but what is this I've been seeing as well about an event in is it in an allotment? That's what I'm thinking today is an allotment. Is that your
No, my virgin Tingaling, I'm going to have something for Marcus Garvey.
Is Marcus Garvey there?
Yeah, in the allotment.
In the allotment.
Yeah.
And that's not to that's the other side of town, isn't it?
Yes.
What are you doing? What are you up to? I say, what are you up to?
Myself, well, I have some events in London, and some more events. When we say August.
Yeah.
Errol Dunkley and some more artists.
Errol Dunkley's coming, isn't it? Yeah. You met Errol Dunkley?
Yeah, man. We work with him enough show.
Yeah.
We was working on some show in Manchester and London.
Great artist.
Yeah, but that was before the lockdown.
Yeah.
And boy, it's sad because you see the next show, the next artist that was coming was you, Roy.
My days.
You understand what I'm saying?
My
The
days.
lockdown and everything, mashed down everything, but I just saw the journey set.
How did you find the lockdown? I know we speak, but I didn't ask you a question. How did you find the lockdown?
Well, you know something is a test,
Yeah.
right? Where sometimes, you know, people have to look in at themselves,
Okay.
right? And to see Babylon of the world locked down to a certain level and enforce certain things and I'll eliminate who not there with them too.
Okay.
You understand? It make you stop and you check the levels. You know, because
That's very strong.
yeah, Revelation don't say the, you know, the mark of the beast without it you can't buy and sell and you can't eat and all these things. You understand? So is I must say the end times. Me myself, when I look at it, I say bread, right? No, you know. We in the 7 years of plenty, with 7 years of famine.
Yeah.
Right? And the changes where you see I go on yesterday now. All right. Some say new world order. Things is changes.
Yeah.
Right? So the old system popped down.
Yeah, things always change. It's always going to change.
Right.
Change. That's where we're living. That's how the world was made. You know what I mean? It's like so I remember many years ago. I was actually having a conversation with You remember many years ago there was a thing called the ash cloud. And the ash cloud. Yeah. And everybody was going, oh, the ash cloud, blah blah. The ash cloud, this is. And what they didn't realize is the Atlantic. And the Atlantic is going right up to the north. So the Atlantic is still going.
Yes.
It's going because it doesn't stop.
No.
So the Atlantic is still widening and widening, and that was the side effects that the Atlantic was actually creating, was caused this ash cloud. So the Earth is always changing.
Naturally.
That was a natural phenomenon.
It's just like I was talking to somebody earlier and I was saying, look upon this, right? It's only a machine make money.
Of course.
Right. So they might say, oh, you know, if you print too much money now, the economy go down and this and that. So I said to them, then okay, you realize that we're moving to a cashless society.
Yes. Of
right?
course. Yeah.
So when it get to the cashless society they know, right? They won't be printing money. No. So how it go?
I see that point.
Eh?
But I think what they've actually done, they've linked the money to like gold.
Yeah, well, all right, I know that. But the point is, right, they're going to say, oh, they can't put X amount of money in this, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't have the goal to stabilize.
Stabilize
right,
everything,
because they should have been paying us in gold. They shouldn't be paying us in paper.
That's right.
But, you know, and take away all the gold and want to give it paper.
That's right.
So, you know, but looking at it and we say, okay, going down the line now, money soon done. How it go?
Yeah.
What's gonna be a value?
Yeah.
Eh?
I don't know. And if you remember early men, they used to use things that they would use on the farm or the rest of it to trade, and then we get our food like that's anything.
Bartering
back in the early days.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes, so you're going to go back to basics?
Yes, you gotta have to go back. It's a cycle. Everything goes go back. You know what I mean?
Well,
So you sort of.
That's why people better start plant food now. Because the wheat famine is coming.
Yeah, but I think there's enough food I think there's enough food on the earth. It's just there's enough food on the earth, and there's enough space to plant food on the earth. It's just that so many people on the earth got so much different parts of the land. You know what I mean? That you can sort of, you know what I mean, use those. You know what I mean? One man owns so many different parts of the earth. You know what I mean? Or one person owns so many different parts of the earth. You know what I mean? And this is one of those things.
Yes, that's exactly what you say. The Commonwealth.
You call it the Commonwealth.
Well, I saw them put it.
That's what them put it. Yeah, and I'd say when one person owns so much part of the land, you know what I mean, and it's just one of them ones that actually happens. You know what I mean, and I don't know. You don't know what is gonna happen. You know what I mean, but it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones. Yeah.
Yes, my brother. I would say it's nice to be here, and you know. The work we do, keep up the work, you know, because as we say, this thing, you know, it have to spread like wildfire. You know what I mean?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And you see, we need more people like you to do the the work right now. Yeah,
sure.
because, you know, I may say information, you know, acknowledgement, you know, you can link up on your personal opinions if you want to come link the big man. What's on your mind?
Thank you.
What's on your mind? And just come tell him what's on your mind.
Sing something for us, Brad, back before we close.
Eh?
Find something and sing for us before we close. What's on your mind? I'm not gonna jive with you. I'm sorry I haven't got my guitar.
Oh, okay. What could I say for you? I have so much thing to say. Okay, let me get like a piece.
Okay.
So much thing to say right now. So much things to say. I got so much things to say right now. So much things to say. Me never see a time like this. No, me never see a time like this. Me never see a time like this. Have you ever seen a time like this? Moses never see a time like this. Peter never see a time. You ever see a time like this? You ever see a time like this? What? A panic. Pan the planet. Panic. Who started? Started. Pan the planet. And I go get. You have got to catch that piece when I come the next part. Never see a time like this. You ever see something like this? Eh?
No, never see anything like it.
We never see nothing like this.
Haile, let me say thank you.
Yes, man.
Respect.
Respect, my brother.
Thank you for coming in.
And I want to say big up to each and everyone out there. See, you know what I say? The icon Sugar Man at Earth Strong today as well.
Yeah.
Bless him up.
Happy birthday too.
Yeah. Rest in peace. And all the singers and players and all people who listening to the big man breaking the news.
Thank you, Haile Bread.
truth.
Respect, thank you. Thank you for
Respect,
coming to the
man.
studio. Respect, thanks. There you have it, guys. It's been so quick. The program has gone so quick this afternoon. Let me say thank you for tuning in to Breakthrough TV. I'll be back here next week with another wonderful program. I got a special guest next week also. My very wonderful guest will be Andrea Maynard Braid. She'll be telling us about what's on her mind. Let me say once again, have a great night, have a great weekend. Look after yourself. I want to say thanks to the producer. The producer, big shout out to you. He beats me up so many times.
Bless.
I can take it.
I mean,
I want to say once again, say big. And check out Breakthrough TV and all the different programs of Bass and Breakthrough TV. And don't forget, you can catch me in another program called The Car with the Sea Show, still on YouTube. So let me say once again, thank you. Have a great weekend. Look after yourself. We'll be back here next week. God bless.
On Your Mind is sponsored by ACMC 339.0, New Star Radio 98.7 FM, Breakthrough Studios, and Reggae Jam Jam.
Planning an event? Do it professionally. Please contact Breakthrough Event Management Team and get everything under one roof for both indoor and outdoor occasions, birthday parties, bridal and baby showers, anniversaries, funerals, backyard BBQs and more. We offer a video and photography service, marquees, decoration and a PA system to hire, with popular New Style radio DJs spinning old and new school hits. Please contact 07584 197 380 or
3765.
And remember, do it good and done.